Hello people, my name is Ferdy and in this video I will show you how to create a blog area for your Divi 5 website. So if I go to the blog page, this is what we're going to create, a blog page. We can design exactly how we want it to design with Divi 5. And if I click on a single blog post, through the Divi 5 theme builder, we can decide exactly how this post should be displayed. So I decided that this title should be here with this styling, the excerpt, the amount of words, an image of myself. Over here, we stick to images. It can be affiliate links, it can be advertisements. I show the featured image, the amount of time it takes to read, the author, the date of publishing it. And we can design every aspect of this blog post through the theme builder of Divi 5. So this is how this blog post looks if I go to another blog post. We see the same styling. Over here you see the template we create. And if I want to change it to a different color, and I save it, then on all the blog posts, this title is orange. So we can decide exactly over here on this template how we want our blog post to look. And in this tutorial, I will show you step by step how to create this post template and how to create the blog page. So I assume you already have knowledge about how to work with Divi 5. If you don't have that, you can go to ferdy.com, click over here, search for Divi, hit enter, click over here on Divi 2026. And then you can watch this tutorial on how to create a website using Divi 5. In order to create the blog page, we go to the blog page over here and I click on edit with Divi. If I go to my website, ferdy.com, and I go to the blog page, this is how it looks. So let's create something similar. I go over here, I click on the plus, add from library, and I go for a page title, use this section. Then I get rid of this one. Triple click. If I cannot see this, then I go over here. I change this to blog, triple click, blog, and I go to ferdy.com, copy this text, paste it. Awesome. Now I want to showcase blog post, but it can be that you don't have blog posts yet. Well, let me show you how to get them. I say Command E, then I go to the backend, to post. I don't see any posts. What I can do, I can go to tools, import, WordPress, install now, run the importer, and over here at Finder, desktop, I have this folder where I can follow along with the same images I use. If you don't have that folder, go to ferdy.com/images. There you can sign up and get the images for free. Then you can go to the resources folder, to blog, and import this. Or you go to a website that you have with blog posts. I have this one, so I go to the backend. I scroll down to tools, export. Then I go for posts, all of them, download the export file. Okay, I go to the homepage, then I go to the website over here, choose a file. I select this file, upload file and import. And I assign everything to Ferdy. I download and import file attached. And I click on submit. Okay, all done. Have fun. Well, thank you. I go to the posts. There they are. So now I can go to the website, to the blog page, edit with Divi. Then I can create a new container, click on the plus or the new section. I go for one column and then I search for blog. There you go. Now by default, it looks like this. We're going to make this look better. So over here, I have the blog page. We create something similar as this area. So this is what I see. I see a title, a text, and read more. So what I see an image, title, text, and no read more. So what I will do, I will see if I can make it look better. So the first thing I see over here, okay, I go to content and I can select what I want to include over here. I can select post or all pages or projects. The post count, I would like to say 9. So I scroll down and after 9 posts, I can go to older entries. Then over here, I can select certain categories, so only the affiliate categories. Let me turn it off. Use post excerpts. I prefer that. The excerpt length, a maximum of 150. Let's see how that looks. Not too long. Yes, that's okay with me. Okay, now I want to go to design. The first thing I see is this border. I don't like it. So I go to border. Over here, there's a border of 1 pixel. I say 0. Better. Then I want to go to the title. So over here, equipment video, that looks different over here. So what I will do, I will go to the, let me see, title text. H2, the font. This is from the big tutorial. So I select headings. If you want to see how to set it up, go to ferdy.com. Search over here for Divi, hit enter. Click over here. And then watch this tutorial. There I show you how to set up variables like global fonts and global colors. So the font weight, I want it to be bold. The text color, I want it to be the primary color. The text size, let me see. Let's see how H4 looks. Yes, and then I want to have a line height of 1.6. That's too much. 1.2. Better than if I don't want to have this over here. I don't have it over here. So if I want to get rid of it, I go to content, elements. I show the featured image. I don't show the author because everything is written by me. I don't show the date and I don't show the categories. I do show the excerpt and the pagination here below. So let me go back to design and I want to go to the body text. I use the body text. The font is regular. The color, I want it to be body text color, body size. I click over here, go for the body text. Then the line height is 1.8. Then we can take a look at the featured image. Let me see the image. I can play around with the border. What I prefer to do, I could say border rem 2. But no matter how the image looks, I want to change it to 16:9, the aspect ratio of 16:9. Right now it's not the case, I think. So what I will do, I will go to advanced, to CSS, and let's go to ferdy.com. Search over here for Divi. Go to the tutorial. Scroll down, and then over here, I go for blog post overview with featured image aspect ratio of 16:9. So I copy this code. I paste it here. And there you see it changed a bit to 16:9. And if I later decide I want to change things, I can go to design, to title text. I say 1.4. So there's a bit more space. Save it. Refresh. Then I can click over here and then it looks like this, which is ugly in my opinion. And that's why we're going to make it look better. But first, let's continue over here. So I think I prefer the way it was. So I go to advanced, get rid of this. So there's a bit more space for the featured images. What else? If I hover over it, what should happen? Well, let's take a look at where is design? The image. I go for filters and then filters for if I hover over it. So I hover over it. I can change the saturation. So let's say 110. The brightness, 120. So if I hover over it, let's save it. Refresh. If I hover over it, you see something is changing. Then you can click on it, and then you can go to that post. Well, let's go back. Let's go to 4 steps to set smart goals for your website. So this is how it looks by default, the Divi styling. Of course, we need to make it better. So how can we do that? Well, let me show you. I go over here. I save this for this for me, okay? Let's take a look over here. And over here. Nice. Command E. Then I go to the backend. I go to Divi Theme Builder. And right now I only have a global header and a global footer. If I want to have a global blog post layout, I need to click over here, add a new template, build a new template. It's specific for all posts. And I create a template. Then I take with me the global header and footer, so that's okay. I click on add a custom body and I want to build a custom body. And it is assigned to all the blog posts. So what I can do, click over here, add from the library, page title, use this section. Click over here, remove this. What I can do over here, instead of using text, I can fetch information from the blog post. So I click over here on this icon, insert dynamic data, and I go for the post or archive title. Your dynamic post title will display over here. Well, I see it's linking to the center. So just to make things sure, I click on heading text, bring it to the left. And over here, I could have the excerpt, but I leave it for what it is now. So if I save it, what should happen if I refresh this is that I only see this title now. And I don't see that. Because, why not? If I want to close this, Command E, it says leave site. I need to save it. But if I save it, and I say Command E, it still says, do I want to leave the site without saving? So what I need to do, I need to click on exit, and then I need to save the changes over here. Now, when I refresh this, this is how it looks. About tutorials blog. So this is a blog post for 3 steps to set smart goals for your website. So in that way, we can use dynamic data, which is super cool. So I click over here and we're going to continue with this blog post template. I click on the plus. I want to have 2 areas, a text for the area for the blog and a small area for the sidebar. So what I can do now, I can select image. Let me do that. And over here, I click on the same icon and I go for the featured image. So now if I save it and I refresh it, the featured image will be fetched. Well, I go to design, I go to the border and I say rem 2. So now all my featured images have a nice rounding. Okay, I already have the title over here. So below, I click on the plus. I want to have the post. So it will load the content, post content if I select this, which has a certain format. Save it, refresh it. So now we see the text. And the interesting thing is over here, we have this space. So you can try to get rid of it by going to design, spacing, get rid of everything. But over here, it just looks fine. It goes directly below the side of the featured image. So we don't have to play around with the spacing, but the styling is totally not as over here. So a lot of work has to be done. Let me show you how. Over here, I click, I go to design, all the images. What I like to do, I like to give them roundings because that has everything to do with the styling of my website. So every single image will have roundings. Then it's maybe not the most fun part, but I go to the heading text, H1. That's actually already used over here. So I don't need that. So I go to, but just in case, H1 should look like the heading and it should be bold. It should have this color. It should have this size, really big. And if I want to know how what the best sizes are, Ferdy.com. I search for sizes. Over here, it says Elementor, but it's applying everywhere. So line height 1.1 should be great. 1.1. So there's more space over here. Then I go to H2. Again, heading, bold, color, primary color, size, H2. And for H2, they say 1.15. Then I go for H3, do the same thing. I know I need to do this only once. Bold. So let me fast forward. Okay, then we go to a really important one. We go to body text. So I choose the body font. Weight is normal. The color, body text color. The text size, body text, and then really important, line height 1.8. This is easy to read. So now with those settings, look at this, how different it looks. Right now it looks like this. If I refresh it, it looks like that. So the images have corners, the text is big, the headings are big. I make use of H4, no, WP block heading. Which one is that? H3. So H3 and H2 is what I use. And that's good. And not only this blog post looks like this, if I go to the blog page, I can also go to a different blog post. Then we also have the style like this, the featured image. Very nice. So if I go to my website, I see those two. So let me save this, save image as, Elementor add, and an element Hostinger add. Save it. So what I can do now, at the theme builder, I click on the plus. I want to go for an image. I select the image, upload files. Let me see. Desktop. Let me upload them both. Let's go for Hostinger. What I can do, of course, I can make it a link. So I can say, go to HTTPS Ferdy or divi5.com/Hostinger. That can be an affiliate link. Let me show you how that works. I open it in a new tab. And I can make it stick. So I go to advanced, scroll effects, stick to top. So when I scroll down, it sticks with us. Save it, command, or let me refresh this. There it is. It sticks with us. I can even give it the offset. So offset can be 20. Save it, refresh. So let me scroll down, and then there's a nice offset over here. Let me see at Ferdy, it looks like that. So what I can do if I want to design spacing, or border, RAM 1. I can duplicate it, click over here, go to content, image, select the other one, change the link to Elementor. In order for those links to work, Command E, I go to the backend, to plugins, add a plugin, and I search for redirection. I install this now, more than 2 million installations, activate. Now I go to redirection settings. I can also go to tools, redirection. I need to set it up once. I love this plugin. I click on Start Setup, Continue, Continue, Finish Setup, Continue, Ready to begin. So what I can do, I say /Hostinger, and I can refer to any link I want. HTTPS hostinger.com. Add a redirection. So when I go to the website, divi5.com, I go to a blog, I go to a blog post, I scroll down and I say, let's go to Hostinger. I go to a new tab and I go to hostinger.com, even though the link was divi5.com/Hostinger. If I go to the backend and I go to tools, redirection, what I will see that today, February the 6th, I add a hit. It's a 301 redirection. So in that way, I can send people to divi5.com/Hostinger /Elementor / anything with a short link, and then it will link them to the real link. And some affiliate links are really long with a lot of codes. So I really like this. So I can keep track of how many times people click on it, see if that is in line with the affiliate program of the tool that I promote. And the links are shorter. So it's a win-win. So the other one should be /Elementor, HTTPS elementor.com, or my affiliate link. And now when people click on that, always test them, by the way. Otherwise you can miss out on SEO because Google doesn't like it when your website is linking to things they don't find, and you can miss out on affiliate revenue. So I click over here and then I go to Elementor. Awesome. So I like it, how it looks. But what I see over here, look at this. It stays until the end. So what I can do, I can go to the, let me see. I drag this to the left, I go to the backend, and I go to Divi Theme Builder, click over here. So what I could say over here, advanced scroll effects, and then I say bottom sticky limit in the column. But if I do that, this happens. There's a weird glitch. It stays within the row, it doesn't go below that. But how can I fix this? Well, I'm glad you asked. I click on the plus, I go for a group, and the group is actually kind of a row. I can have something in it, I don't want that. I drag those two images over here, and in order to do it, I go to the wireframe. So the first image, there you go, and the second image, there you go. Wait, Command Z. And then change them like that. I click over here and I say, you know what? I don't want to have this anymore. Do not stick. Also with the other one, do not stick. So if I go to the normal version, it doesn't stick anymore, but I want the group to stick. So I click over here. There's the group, advanced, and then I say stick on top and stay in the column. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if I refresh the page, that goes. If I scroll all the way down, they stay within their limits. The only thing I want to add is the offset of 20 pixels. Save it, refresh. There you go. I really like it. So what else? I want to have a comment area over here, comment section. How can I add it? Over here, I scroll down all the way. I can click on the plus and I go for comments. There you go. Well, there's a nice layout that we can improve because right now it really looks like it's made by Divi. It screams made by Divi. I don't want that. I want it to be unrecognizable. So I can go to design and look at this, all those options. So you can do two things, or you go to all these areas and you change them, or I show you how to create this, or I create this for you and you can import it. So if you go to ferdy.com/Divi comments, you download a zip file. I want to keep it. I want to unzip it. There it is, a module of 6 kilobytes. Then I save it, Command S. I close this, close this, close this. I open the backend in a new tab. I go to Divi, Divi library. Then I click on import and export. I go for import. I choose a file that's from my downloads. This one. Import. Okay. The page renews. There is comments. Now, over here at this area, I exit it. Refresh. Now it's light, super cool. I don't know why. If I click over here and I scroll down, I can click on the plus. I go for add from library and there is the comments module. I use this module. Now all those settings are like this. I think this looks way more beautiful, at least more in the style of our website than this. And I think it took me, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. So I could show you how it works. but by now you should be able to do that yourself. So the image over here, you can go to the border, rem, say 5, so it's rounded. Then you can change the colors, make it bold, change the line height, etc., etc. So I close this. Then there are other things I want to show, maybe. On top, actually, of the comments, I can go for blog. So I go for blog. And I want to show 3 posts. I could say post for the current page. So they're relative to what is shown over here. Then, what I also can do, if I want to, let me go to the blog page. Edit with Divi. Right mouse click. Copy module. Close this. Right mouse click. Paste module. Where is the... There it is. Then I click over here. I go to post for current page. Show 3. And I don't want to have an excerpt. Let's see. So the elements, excerpt, no pagination, only the title, and I want the title to be way smaller, so I go to title text. It is H2, but let me see, I can change the size to body text. Better. Okay, what we also can do, if we want to, we can create a new section, 1 column. I don't want to have anything in it. Then I go over here. So there is comments. Let me see. Where is the block? I want to drag the block over here. Go back. So now we have the blog post. Then we have the comments. And below that on the whole width, we have those other related blog posts. Then I can click on the plus. I go for a heading. By default is H2. And I say related blog posts. And I should, of course, drag it on top. There you go. Command S. This is how it looks. Okay. Then one more thing over here. I want to have a nice background. So I go for an image. I go for this one. Or this one. I say change the cover to custom size in rem, and I say 50, or I can just let it be. I don't know. What do you think I should do? Rem 50. Image height, rem 50, and then bottom left. So there it is, through the comments. Okay. Or what I can do over here, click on it, go to background, make it white, go to design, to spacing. Let me see, go to padding, rem 2, 2, 2. And what do you think? 2. I can have the nice borders of 2 rem. Let's see, Divi 5. Let's go to the website, to the blog post. I go to this one. Scroll down. Sticks with us. And then below there is this area. There are the comments. And there are no related blog posts yet. So what I also can do, go over here. No. Close this. Go over here, go to content, post for current page, no all posts. Save it. So now if I refresh this, there are related blog posts. And now this has a nice background. So far, so good. What else can we do? Because we can have more information about our blog post over here. Let me show you how you can do that. So over here, in between the image, click on the plus and the content. I want to have a group. A group is actually a column within. So I go for an icon. I want to duplicate it. I want to go for some text. I want to duplicate that a few times. Then I go over here. Icon, text. Icon. Let me see. Icon, text. Icon, text. Duplicate it and icon, text. Okay, now I want to go to the group. So I select this, I go back until I see group. I see all those elements. Now I go to design, to layout. I bring it from left to right. I want to bring it to the center and the horizontal gap, rem 1. Okay, then over here, I say text, copy, triple click, paste it, triple click, paste it. Then I go over here to design. I'm here at the icon now. So I go to the icon. I change it to orange. And the size, how about 2 rem? 2. What I can do now, right mouse click, extend, right mouse click, or let's say right mouse click over here. I can say extend attributes on the entire section. Extend. So now they are all orange. Let me go back over here. Let's see if this is something is going on over here. It's a group in a group. Let's see. So I have the group. Icon, text, icon, text. You know what? I'll bring it back to this. So I have an icon and I have a text. Let me duplicate it. Bring this in between. I can also go to layers. So to the group, icon, text. Let me duplicate it, and also here duplicate it. So icon, text, icon, text, icon, text. There we go. This is how making websites goes. So over here, I want to change the icon at content to something with time. Okay, and over here I triple click and I say 4 minutes to read. Over here, I will have a person. I can say Ferdy. And over here, I can say agenda. If I don't see something, I can say calendar. I go for a day, something that looks like a day. This one. Over here, I can say February 2. But we can make use of dynamic content. So I can say somewhere in this blog post how long this read is. I will do that using advanced custom fields. We'll talk about it in another tutorial. You can click over here to watch that. Over here, instead of showing 30, I get rid of this. And I go to this icon. And I go for dynamic data. So I go for the post author, which is John Doe. Then over here, February, let's cancel this. I get rid of this, and then here I say publish date. There you go. So this information will be fetched later. If I save this and I refresh it, we've created this. The icons can be smaller in my opinion, or different. Let's see if there's a better one. Person maybe that one. And over here, I go to design, icon. I say 1.5. Over here, 1.5. And then over here, 1.5. So next, if I want to have a excerpt, I could have that over here. Text. I can click over here and I say I go for the post excerpt. I can go to design, to text. I want to have white text. Text. I want to go for white. So dynamically, the title will be fetched, the excerpt, the featured image, the time to read, that's for the other tutorial, the author, the date it's published, and then it will be displayed like this. The blog post will be made using the Gutenberg WordPress editor. And this looks also really nice. And then there are related blog posts. I really like this. How does it look on a different device? And then over here it looks like this. And then below there are the ads. Okay. Command S. So now we have a blog post. And over here, let's change that. I click over here. I go for attributes, sorry, content. There's the post excerpt. I click on it. Post excerpt, number of words. So I say 30 or 10. So let's see, 20. Not too much. Apply, save, otherwise you get something like this. So let's refresh it. Okay, these are blog posts. And now if I go to blog, I go to a different blog post. Again, another title, another excerpt, another featured image. Related blog posts. So that is how it looks right now. I love it. So right now, this is fetched. The author, the date is fetched. This is not. But that's for another tutorial. If you want to watch that tutorial, you can go to ferdy.com. Search for Divi, hit enter, click over here. Then you can go to the playlist if you want to, or you can watch over here for the tutorial on how to work with advanced custom fields and Divi. So good luck with that. Thank you for this tutorial. This tutorial is part of a really big tutorial on how to start and create websites using Divi 5. If you want to learn how to do that, then click over here. There's a playlist. There's a video tutorial over here. And you can subscribe if you want to subscribe. And I wish you the best of luck with every single thing you do in your life. Life is amazing. You can do amazing things with it. And if you're not happy, focus on what other people want and try to fulfill those needs in all wisdom. And when you focus on what other people want, you get so much in return. So good luck with that. Ciao.